The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Gun. Check it back. Hey. Hey. What is it?
On first down, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brandon Dunn coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Gun. What is it?
On second down, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go. 180. Gun. Hey. Express. Eight. Do some. What is it?
A shotgun snap for Newton. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton on first down. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Gun. Hey.
Now Newton on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Watson on 1st down. Underneath for Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll make it a 2nd down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. This past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league. And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catch.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Newton now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Come on now.
On first down, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And it's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 14-0. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back of the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. He sets to fire deep. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Texans draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field, and you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running because they've wanted him to run the ball left.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 24. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Richmond,
After the interception, here's Watson. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking long for and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down throw for Newton. Complete to Wright. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson just beating the play clock. Throwing for his line back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. In there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Escaping the... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called the...
And this will be caught at the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to fit.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.